Welcome back. This is Sealchan, and this is my Minecraft Alpha 1.1 progressive Longplay. Today, we are going to do the Coastline Expedition. In the tradition of the new method, we're going to reset how far I can walk out on the beach with absolutely no clay deposits to slow us down. And we'll probably cheat and go off in this direction as soon as the sun is beginning to rise, which unfortunately is going to be a little while. Oh, I heard that. So we have explored this beach. We know that all the clay has been discovered, so there'll be another walk just to make it official, the new process I have. Anyway, let's hang out. Thank you for the egg. Go get it. Looks like breakfast, huh? So we have these things here. Technically, we should bring sand. We have lots of sand. Maybe we should just leave those boats out there. a stingy tree. Alright, well, I guess we should go get ready. It feels a little bit like a foot race. But it's really not. I think that's natural world gen, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, maybe we won't cheat. Let's go. Let's cheat a little bit. We've also decided this is going to be a sand quarry. Wow. It's quite intense. It might be interesting to fill that in. Should have been careful there. Could have set off a cascade. Let's get the coordinates. You know, I've decided, I think, that to do my exploration via the Coastline Expedition and set up new bases. So, just as the overland method I've done, I will come up with reasons why I will do exploration. Or, I'm sorry, set up a new said territory, I mean region. This is the beautiful beach. One of those reasons will be where the continents come close together. Look at this lagoon. Oh, yeah, I guess it's a lagoon. This is very nice. So we are getting back into the process of building new bases. Which I'm happy about. I'm gonna work out a way to do it. It won't be too labor intensive, because we are really in the late stage of the game. Probably use the model of the fort, but I don't know. The fort is really, or the fort. I'll have to think about it, but I do want to set up new bases so I can expand and explore further. Really for the purpose of making sure we can get enough caverns and iron ore, and diamonds for that matter. Yes, because we need iron and we need diamond. This is another connection. There's a battle inside of me between wanting to build multiple homes and wanting to build a simpler structure. Oh, hello. Something tells me I should stick with a simpler. It's a structure I haven't done in this series. It's a pretty concise shelter that features kind of a living room with a crafting station, a furnace, and then a separate bedroom kitchen. And around it are farms, a tree farm, pretty sure I've explored all this. I haven't hit that first marker yet. That's an interesting area. So I'm kind of trying to, I think I want to do the same. I want to create these shelters where I can use it as an operation. But I guess what I just need to realize is that if I start with a fort, I have to find a cavern. That was a cave sound, that's for sure. I have to find a cavern. And then, and only then, can I develop the site further. So, if I get the cavern, then I get the iron. Then I can develop it. And much more so than most of the regions. There's our goal to surpass, I suppose. Looks like we really haven't gotten too much further. So maybe I've already done this and I forgot. It's quite possible. Maybe we can move it out just a little bit. I don't recall if we've already explored this though, so let's do this. I'll move it out slightly. Okay, and if you'll excuse me for a moment, I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, see, we've gone further than this. Okay, I'm back. We're gonna hang out here for the night. And then we'll continue. I'm going to again make the assumption that since I have been out further, well, you know, I can't make that assumption. We're gonna take it slow from here. I don't have recorded a second final destination. At least I don't think so. As thorough as I am, I sometimes miss things, forget things. So, it's okay. building a railway felt like a necessity. And that's a bigger build. Because otherwise, you're just not making use of minecarts. Or any of that. Just a moment. Okay. Anyway. Yes. Outlier bases that serve as a comfortable place to come. Really to go mining. But to supply a local source of food. And if there are any unique resources, I suppose. Now in Minecraft Alpha, pretty much the world is uniform in the sense that in a small area, you can always find just about everything. Easily within a, let's say, 500 block radius. I have found all the harvestable blocks. So, there's really no need to make more farms. Except that we've literally exhausted the cavern. So we do need to spread out. We need more caverns. And alongside those caverns, we need food, shelter, a place to craft. So that's what we'll do. We don't need full-on crafting workshops. Or smelting workshops. We just need a crafting table and a furnace. Leave all the original research to the home base at LC. These outliers are really for mining, for collecting additional resources, and being comfortable in place as we do so. So, we will be expanding after we complete a search for a cavern in Region E and decide to what extent that area is going to be helpful to the finishing of the game. Then we'll probably come out and pick one of these connection sites along the coast, because from there we can expand our exploration. And the discovery of those sites, I guess, is going to amount to as much as the land-based sites. You know, it doesn't really seem necessary, because we can certainly expand. You know what? Let's do this. Dang. Sorry about that. What I was gonna do is save my arrows. So torches up. gonna just set him off. Let me just fix this coastline up. That's good. I was just going to set the guy off in the water, but I was talking and backing up and going the wrong direction. Oh well. Anyway, as I was saying, what I was thinking was that continuing to explore the coastlines is an attractive way to continue to expand, looking for more caverns. But with the land-based approach, if I hadn't stopped, it would have progressed as well. So it tells me that if I just kept that up, I wouldn't really need to expand using the Coastline Expedition. But I think both approaches are interesting. So I think we should go ahead and do that. It's going to slow down our land-based expansion, is what I'm realizing. But let's just go ahead and let it do that. Let's see how the game plays out. Later, when we get to versions of Minecraft that have the biomes that we know today, that'll be important because it'll help us to discover the more far-flung biomes. And those biomes bring some sense of necessity to exploration because of their wide distribution, or even the rarity of the Mushroom Island. I don't want to get delayed here. Okay. So we have a torch here because we have really a connection. I forget what the system is I have. Let's do this. Yeah, it's a passage through. I know I've gone up to here. I'm going to take a quick sweep. If we find any clay, then we'll know we're just going to be done at the end of the day. Nice. Yeah, that's a separate continent, another connection. So I think that we can treat these connections as as potential places to build a new outlier base on a simpler model. We'll start with a fort in a good location near the connection, and then we'll survey the region. Yeah. And then we'll, excuse me, just a moment. Okay. Let's keep going here. Yeah, not sure. Oh, well, that answers that. Yes. Okay. So we will not walk out to the next furthest extent. We're going to work on a little bit of clay gathering. Okay, we're just gonna have to remember how this works. Guess it's good to have a bucket. There we go. Alright, that was simple. Okay, so we had not explored this. And this is a peninsula. I guess we'll assume we did this. Oh, there's a little bit on that island. Yeah, so when the sun goes down, we'll just take our boat back. And I think I'll cheat there. And we'll call it an episode. This sure is pleasant. Ooh, look at this one. Interesting. Although those pops. Perfect. I think I just got one clay block here. Ooh, that keyhole. Sun. That's an interesting spot. Here comes the darkness. Cavern. Sound. Cave sound. Alright, so let's put a torch. It tells us where we got to. Maybe two. Let's get in a boat. And make our way back. This is some interesting countryside, though. Alright. Let's head home. We'll see if we get separated from our boat. Yep, this is in fact a narrow passage between two apparent continents. Oh, I see a light over there. That's interesting. I may have gotten confused about where the beach lay. Here's the full walk along the beach out on day one. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, I think I've... Oh, I don't know. Let's see. This looks like... Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to map all this out, especially if we can make some waterways that help us navigate more quickly from place to place as we establish those places. You know, I could also set up 2 separate lines of no, I'm not going to give you a lift. I believe I can head straight from here. No, I can't. Never mind. Set up some cane lamps, help us navigate directly from place to place. I think I hear music coming. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now that the music is over and the night is waning, we can say goodbye in this episode. Our future plans are taking shape. And all those plans are limited by the goal of completing the railway, the museum, and obtaining a full stack of diamond, and crafting everything there is to craft from that diamond. We should also say we know about obsidian. Once we achieve all those things, and once we've built something that makes use of all those things, and when all those builds are done, the only thing left is to gather more resources. We'll have no more new goals. We will be done. And we will bid a fond farewell to this particular adventure. For just as there are more versions of Minecraft after Alpha, so too there will be more versions, or rather more adventures. I am going to end this episode. I am not going to go on a murder spree on that island. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Take care.